Right then, boys and girls, we move on to the lead part now for this song, a dance song, and we're starting off with the intro, which is that classic okay, so that's played twice, obviously at the beginning. So all that is basically you play the bottom E string open, then the second of the fourth, then the open fourth, then you go to the second fret of the fifth string, the A string. So it's so you got that all on that second on the fifth, dun 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 dun. Okay, so you've got, and then you've got a little minute pause, and it's like, and then there's another da da, and then you go up to the fourth fret on the fifth string, so it's back to the second on the fifth, and then the open A string, fifth string. Okay, all on that A string at the end there. Okay, so it's and then we repeat it. That's your intro, which is played at the beginning, halfway through the song, and then 3 times at the end, okay, for the outro. Now, after that, obviously the guitar comes back in with what am I doing there? So, I'm going the second on the fourth, up to the fourth on the fourth, second on the third. This is a fiddly bit, but it's quite nice. Third on the second. Okay, so you got. Now what you do now is you go to the second on the second, hammer up to the third, and back again to the second. Okay, so you got. Got that? A little hammer up and pull off. Hammer up from second to third, and then pull off from third to 2. Then you go to the fourth fret of the third string, the G string, okay? Then the second on the third, and then the second on the fourth, the D string, okay? So then we just a bit of a pause, and then we come in again. Same starts exactly the same. So that's that. Second on the fourth, fourth on the fourth, second on the third, third on the second, and then that hammer and pull off on the second to the third on the second, and back again to the third string on the fourth fret. Exactly the same as the first time round. Then to second on the third there, exactly the same as the first time. So we'll go from right from the beginning of this, the verse bit. Okay, so verse 1. Where it changes, you go to the fifth fret of the second, the way I'm playing it, second string, B string, fifth fret, and then that fourth fret of the third string again. So those are the first 2 phrases, okay, so right from the beginning. Okay, then we've got this bit, and that's a rundown from the fifth on second string, the B string, 5, 4, 3, Then you go to the second on the B string, up to the third, then that 4th fret of the third. So you got, and you do that twice, that run twice, okay? So let's go right from the beginning of the verse. Okay, that's as far as we got. Then we go down to the second on the third, to the first on the third. So second on the third to the first on the third, the G string. So that's, after that second one, where it goes. Then do the second one. Then go back to the second on the third. So we got, okay, that bit. Then we do this little bit. This is a slide from 4 on the third to 6 on the third and back to the 4th on the third. And then that second on the third, the first on the third to the second on the third, and that's the first verse. So very slowly, the whole first verse, okay? Okay, that's verse 1. Okay, now verse 2 is very similar apart from the end of it. Okay, so verse 2 starts off exactly the same. Shorter, that's all. That's verse 2 complete. So after you come out of those runs twice, all you do is second on the third, to the first on the third, back to the second on the third. Okay, so there's your second verse. Okay, then we come into the chorus bit that okay, the bass does that, or the lead guitar, okay, and we've got this high bit, okay, which is this bit that goes okay, so what am I doing there? So I'm playing the 15th fret of the second string, okay, then the 12th fret of the top E, and then the 14th fret of the top E. So then back to the 12th on the top E, then that 15 on the third, sorry, second string for the 15th fret. So go, that's the second string 15th fret. Right, so let's do it again. And back to the, so it goes down from the 15th on the second to the 14th on the second. So you've got 15 on the second, 12 on the top, 14 on the top, 12 on the top, and then the 15 on the second, 14 on the second, 15 on the second, and then that 12 on the top E again, and then finishing on that 14 on the second. Okay, so once again slowly. Okay, Then we start another phrase, and it starts off exactly the same. 15 on the second, 12 on the first, 14th on the top E, 12th on the first, then 15 on the second again, exactly the same as it did the first time round. And then we go down to that 14 on the second, so and we go down to the 10 on the second and slide it up to the 12 on the second. So we've got this second phrase, and then we finish on this 9th fret of the 3rd string, the G string. And there's your complete chorus. So right again, the whole chorus again, very slowly, where it goes. Sorry, let's do it again. I've just made a mistake. That's not unusual for me. Let's try that again. Second phrase. Okay, got that? So that's the high bit. Okay, so now what happens is we go into the low, or the octave lower lead bit. Sorry, that bit. Okay, so what's that? So it's basically bottom E string open, second on the bottom E, sorry, then the open A string, the 5th string, so open E, second on the bottom E, open A string, then we are going up to the 5th fret of the 5th string, then the 4th on the 5th string, then the second on the 5th string. So it's open after that, the open A string, and then the bottom E string open. Okay, so it's then it starts all over again. Same again, open bottom E, second on the bottom E, open A, 5th on the bottom A, on the A string, 4th on the A string, second on the A string, open A string. So it's two lots basically the same there almost, from the beginning. As far as we've got. Then we go second on the 4th, second on the 5th. Okay, so now we've got that. Okay, now we've got this little rundown. So that's a rundown, so second on the 4th, first on the 4th, open 4th, right? So then, so let's get up to that point, shall I? Let's not go too far ahead of ourselves. So right from the beginning of this low octave bit. We got, then we do the 4th on the A string, the 5th string, up to the 5th on the A string, or you could play open D string, whichever you like best, or that one. So it's fourth on the A string, and then fifth on the A string if you want to do it that way, and then the second on the fifth, or you could go fourth on the A string, open D string, and then the second on the fifth, whichever you like. So it's, let's get that far. So it's that little run down again, second on the fourth, first on the fourth, open fourth, then the same again on the fourth on the fifth, fifth on the fifth, second on the, so you do that bit twice basically. So let's get up to that point from the beginning. Okay, so as far as we've got. So that's the second. So after you've done that, open A string, and then the fourth on the bottom E. So let's do that again. That's that open A string. Then fourth on the A string, open A string again. So A string, open, fourth on the A string, open A string. So once again, right from the beginning, it's the only way I can learn this. This is where we're coming in. Open A, fourth on the bottom E string, open A string, second on the fifth, fourth on the fifth, second on the fifth. So that bit that goes and then open A, fourth on the A, sorry, fourth on the bottom E, sorry, open A, fourth on the bottom E, open A. And that's the low octave version of the lead part, okay? So once again, after you're coming out of that chorus, the high bit, sorry, the high bit, the chorusy bit, okay? So that's that, it goes, let's do it. The low bit. Okay, now we do the intro again. Twice, just like the intro of the beginning of the song, okay? Now we go back to playing it like verse 1. Verse 1 is now repeated, okay? So that's this whole song apart from the outro, which is the intro played 3 times. that's it. It just stops like that. Okay, end of the song. Well, hopefully that made sense to you. Sorry, there was one or two little minor boo-boos in there, but we got there in the end, I think. Thanks very much for watching, listening, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.